Hey guys, TheEnFenn here, and I am bringing you the third installment of Battlefield Fridays, or No Fun Fridays. That's where I take a serious topic, I elaborate on it, and first and foremost, I'm a Republican and a Catholic, and as I do in every video, if you are not in favor of Catholicism, if you're not in favor of Republican beliefs, you might not like what I have to say. So, just a little disclaimer there. Also, I have had a request to stop this series because, not because he didn't like it, but it was because he, in fact, thought that it would drive subscribers away for me bringing in political and religious views into my channel, which is partially true. But at the same time, I'm not scared. I'm not scared to show my religion and show my what my values, and you know, if I lose subscribers for telling you guys what I believe in, so be it. And you know, if you want to unsubscribe, you have the choice to do it, but I'm just showing you guys my side of my view of the world. And basically, so today, the gameplay you are watching, we lost. We did. I think we lost by like 16, so we lost pretty badly. I mean, I remember there were times where I felt like I was running around forever and I could not find anybody. It was ridiculous because when I was actually out there killing people, we were winning by quite a bit, like quite a large margin, and then as soon as I couldn't find anybody, we just plummeted. I'm not saying I was a huge part of the team. I think I went like 23 and 15, so I didn't go very positive, but you know, at the very end, I was just in awe at their team because on our side, we had like, I think our highest rank was probably like a 23, and then the highest, they had 3 level 100s on their team, like a 63, a 91, and like an 81 or something. Like, it was ridiculous how good they were at this game. So they pretty much stacked the teams, and we still were able to keep up with them within 16 points of the win. And I had a good game, and that's why I uploaded it. Shout out to Mr. 260 Bob. He's the one who you know, wanted to play Battlefield 3 with me on PS3, so I did. And if you guys are looking for him in the game, he is the Great JMP, I believe, on PS3. Hopefully he doesn't mind with me saying his, you know, PlayStation Network name or whatever. I just thought I'd throw that out there. I just wanted to give him a quick shout out. Thanks, man. It means a lot to me for just, you know, someone wanting to play a game with me, I guess. I don't know. Basically, I know that if I stutter a lot, it's just because, I don't know, sometimes I do that, especially when I'm really tired, which I am now. Okay, so topic of discussion. Basically, what I'm talking about today is actually how you can't win everything, and that is partially the reason why I grabbed this gameplay as well. After I got this gameplay, I thought about how I could elaborate on it and how I could use it, and that would be because I could, basically, you can't win them all. Let me go ahead and jump right into it. You can't win them all. You can't. It's impossible. And the thing is with this game, obviously we did not win, so you can't win them all, partially. But, you know, you can try and prove your point in a way. So what am I doing? I'm showing you guys a video of me losing, but I'm trying to prove a point that you can't win them all. And the reason why is because you may not be able to win all your battles, your arguments, your fights, whatever, but you can try and prove your point and hopefully have that point sink in with the person and maybe change the way they think about things. And basically what I'm trying to get you guys to think about is that just because you lose a game doesn't mean that you can't upload it. I might, you know, from now on, if I lose a game but I played well, why not upload it? Like, there's no point in me not uploading it just because we lost. If we lost by this giant margin, maybe I wouldn't upload it. Probably not. If I was carrying the team and we still lost by a couple of points, of course I'll upload it. I mean, you know, if I went like, you know, 33 and, you know, 10, and then the rest of my team went negative 20, and then we lost by like 2 kills, yeah, I'm gonna upload that. I completely backpack that team. And that's part of the reason that I want you guys to think differently about whether or not losing a gameplay is worth uploading. Which, you know, if you played well, why not upload it? Anyway, that's part of the thing, but the other thing is how religion and, politics can drive people apart. And I know that this is kind of ironic since I talked about it at the very beginning. Not so much religion, but a lot of politics. Because I was at my grandfather's house yesterday. If you saw my video yesterday, let me go ahead and give you some background information. My grandfather just finished having mouth cancer, and I don't know if he still has it, but basically what it is he had all the teeth removed from his mouth. There's no way for him to get dentures or anything, so he has no teeth in his mouth. The bone in his mouth is partially exposed, or not partially, I think it's pretty exposed, and so he has to go and get this surgery where they cut, like, a bone out of his leg, and then, like, use it to shape his jaw or something, and I don't know when that's happening, but it's gonna be stressful. And so we were visiting him yesterday, and basically, I wasn't able to upload an Analyzing Halo 4 yesterday, by the way. I just thought I'd put that in a side note. Well, basically, he was married to my grandmother, and then they divorced once my mom went to college. And then he remarried, and so this, the woman that he's married to now, I call her grandma because I've known her, I think, all my life. I mean, I'm pretty 95% sure that they were married before I was born, if I had to guess. But they've been married for quite a long time, and so I've known her forever. So I mean, for the longest time, I just thought that that was, like, my mom's mom, I guess. I don't know. But I don't know how I'm getting so sidetracked. But basically, her sister, I think, was over, and my step-grandmother, I guess, I'll just like, call her that just so you guys understand. My step-grandmother was, she's a Republican, and, you know, my grandfather is this huge conservative as well. My brother as well is a huge conservative. My dad, he's a conservative, but he's also a free thinker, so, you know, if he looks at something, he's against the death penalty, but he's also against pro-life. He's very I'm sorry. He's pro-life, he's against pro-choice, my bad. So, yeah, my family's very pro-life. Anyway, so, I mean, if you think differently, that's fine. I'm not going to argue with you. But my brother and her kind of went at it, and that was partially my fault, because I partially started it. But I didn't, like, I was joking around, then they took it, like, the next step. Basically, what happened so I was sitting there, and I was playing on my Nexus. We're all, like, in the living room. I think it was my dad was in the bathroom, my little sister and my grandmother, or step-grandmother, if you guys want to call her that, I'll just call her my grandmother. My grandmother and my little sister were over at this other person's house that was, like, down the street. And so it was me, my brother, my mom, and my great-aunt. And she's my step-great-aunt. I know you guys don't care about that, but I just want to specify. But it doesn't matter. I still think of her as a relative. Basically, I said something, like, we were joking around about something, and I said something. Sorry, my phone went off. Let me just go ahead and mute that. Basically, I said something about my brother hating liberals, and that really ticks him off and stuff. And I was joking around. I was just making a joke, because I knew she was liberal, and if I didn't mention that, she's a huge liberal. And basically, my brother said, okay, well, you know, like, I was joking around. My mom was like, you know, laughing or whatever, and she was like, oh, I'm a liberal, and I was like, I know, I was joking, that's why I said it. And then my brother kind of took it the next step, and then they said something about how the government was compromising, or, like, the Republicans and the Democrats were compromising over being, you know, basically what the tax cutoff should be for millionaires and stuff. You know, basically Obama compromised, and my brother did not know that, and so she brought up how Obama compromised, and he denied it, saying, oh, no, he never did. And then my great-aunt was like, what are you talking about? Yes, he did. Anyway, so it got into this huge debate. I mean, it went into this political, you know, it was this political riot just between the two. Like, she was fighting for the blue army, and he was fighting for the red army, and it was just going back and forth. It was like red versus blue in the living room, and it was ridiculous. And it got so out of hand. My mom didn't say anything. She was quiet. She was trying to shoot my brother looks to make him stop, but she ended up basically, they went at it for a while, and then my brother wasn't stopping, and I think my grandfather was there. I don't know if I mentioned that. And then he said a couple of things, and basically, all in all, my great aunt ended up, like, storming out, kind of, and she just kind of left. And my mom was then, like, really upset at my brother for doing that. And it did get out of hand, and I was just sitting there quiet on my Nexus. I didn't want to say anything to anybody. And then my brother didn't want to apologize because he was like, no, she was, like, talking down to him, which she kind of was, and a couple other things. But he did eventually apologize, and, you know, she was like, well, we just have different views and stuff once she got back. And then We talked a little bit about it once she left, and my grandmother was like, well, you know, Jules, because my grandfather's name is Jules, she's like, Jules, you knew better than to step in there. And he goes, yeah, I know, that was my bad. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have stepped in there like I did. And my brother was kind of like, he was upset, but he did eventually apologize and got over it. But, you know, all I'm saying, guys, is you have to look at other people's point of views. She was making a rightful claim that Obama compromised. That's fact. He did. My brother, on the other hand, did not believe that, and he would not see it from her point of view. All I'm saying, guys, is I didn't take sides. I didn't say anything to anybody. All I said was, all I'm saying, rather, is that just because someone sees something differently than you doesn't mean you should get upset about it. That does not mean, like, if someone's pro-choice, I'm not going to sit there and argue with them over pro-life. And if I do argue with them, which I know better not to now, but if they are, you know, maybe I can sit there and say, well, I see your point of view, but I want you to see mine as well. And that's what a lot of people don't do, is usually when they provide a point, they stick with it and they won't do anything about it. They won't change their stance. And that's what you need to do. You don't need to change your beliefs or morals, but you have to see it from a different point of view. That is a huge thing. But guys, that's about all I have for today. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. And other than that, rate, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later.